Force telling me, but something's telling May the 4th. We're a day late, a couple days late. Maybe I'm lying, a couple months early. But I was trying to get at something's telling me we're warming up, coming up these next couple of days.
That is true, and where you're going with that, May the 4th be with you. Of course, May the 4th is Star Wars Day. There was a Star Wars sighting yesterday, right?
Yes, there was.
Over in Mishawaka. Mishawaka native Adam Driver was there talking with theater students. And so, hey, anytime you got a celebrity in town, you got to do a poem about him, right? You know, so here you go. I don't know if Adam Driver ever saw any of this when he was growing up here, but he gets the weather could be worse. Here you go. A Mishawaka theater student said yesterday with elation, "I think we should change the name of our class to Driver Education." Yeah, there you go. Adam Driver in town. Hey, that was great. Kylo Ren stalking the halls of the cavemen over there. Pretty interesting stuff, though. What a thrill for those students to be able to talk with someone who has really had just an amazing run, not just Star Wars, of course, but all the many movies that he's done. So congratulations to them. And I know that Adam also stopped by and talked with University of Notre Dame students in film, television, and theater, my old department where I used to teach for so many years. So congrats to them as well. From the WNDU studios, we look southward. That, of course, is downtown South Bend. This is the forlorn Burke Golf Course. Yeah, now a 9-hole golf course, and you're not seeing a whole lot of golf on it. But you can see the kind of the frost and the remnants of some of the snow that fell. That will be burning off, and I would not be surprised to see some golf courses opening, I'd say the middle of next week. So just check with your local course. I'm sure you'll be able to get out and play this coming week. Not now, though. It's 25 degrees, so it's still chilly out there. We still got frost in the ground. And as we take a live look from our South Bend transmitter, this is on the south side of town, down near Kern and Ironwood. You see when the car's going by. The reason we've been showing this morning is you saw that car was going with some pretty good speed, but on these outlying roads, you've got still these little patches of ice that are out there with our temperatures below freezing. Just because of that snow that fell yesterday and the moisture that's on the ground, you're going to still have some freezing spots out there. So slow it down a bit, okay, and watch out for those icy patches, especially in the shady areas and on the county and outlying roads. Take a look at St. Joe, Michigan. It's lovely out there. You can see how beautiful that horizon is. You do notice, though, in the foreground, there's still some cloud cover out there. It's 27 degrees currently in St. Joe, Michigan. As we take a look at live radar here, we're going to zoom in here a little bit, and you do notice that there are still a few clouds out there induced along the lakeshore. So up in St. Joe and Benton Harbor, even though there's bright sunshine offshore, you're still seeing a few clouds roll through the area. As we zoom back out, though, you'll notice that these are all breaking up and moving off to the south. A couple of storm systems tracking down through the Gulf Coast, but not for the Midwest. You see beautiful high pressure here that's moving into our area, and that will bring a lot of sunshine and much, much warmer temperatures over the next several days along with it. So you can see our temperature trend today, not really that impressive. We're going to get out of the freezing mark. Now, I'd say right around noon, maybe just a little before, we'll stick our head above the freezing mark, especially with lots of sunshine. But it's going to take a while before those roads begin to, you know, thaw out or defreeze, right? So our road conditions this morning are going to be slick in the morning hours. By lunchtime, we start to poke our heads above that freezing mark, but they'll still be wet in spots just because of that melt. But by later on this afternoon and tonight, they're going to be absolutely dry and perfect, and they're going to stay that way for several days because, as you'll see here, spring fever, we definitely will have it this coming week. Monday, getting up into the mid-60s. A little cooler on Tuesday as our wind turns around to the northwest and brings us sort of that natural air conditioning as that wind moves across the cooler waters of Lake Michigan and blows with a lake breeze into the Michiana area. So high of 58 on Tuesday, then back up to 60 on Wednesday. You can see that on this graphic showing departure from normal. Today, pretty close to normal, maybe just slightly above as we get into the low 40s. But look at tomorrow and Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. Every day that you go through here, it's going to get sort of a little bit nicer, a little bit warmer. And we see that as well on Future Track. As we take a look this morning, these temperatures in the mid to upper 20s. We finally poke our heads above freezing. This is by noon, so maybe about 35 degrees with a good deal of sunshine. And not much in the way of cloud cover over the next several days. Through tonight, we might see a few thin clouds, and same thing in the overnight hours. But look at tomorrow. Bright sunshine. We start out near the freezing mark. We get up into the mid-50s by the middle of the afternoon, say around 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We go back down the scale down to about 35 degrees at night. But look look at that high on Monday afternoon, then we're looking at 62 degrees and probably a nice little spring-like forecast here for every day after that. The 10-day forecast, there's no snow whatsoever as we go through the next couple of weeks. Don't forget to change your clock tonight. Tonight is time change, officially at 2 o'clock on Sunday morning. We go on daylight saving time once again, and that means you spring that clock 1 hour forward. So if it's 8 o'clock tonight, when you change the clock, move it to 9 o'clock. It does mean that you lose an hour of sleep, but, you know, we get a little bit more daylight at the end of the day for those of us who like to mow the lawn late at night or maybe stay out and play golf a little bit later in the